What's up everyone? Annelfin here. I'm doing this recording because while I was doing this I forgot I had something playing in the background, and to avoid, well, as you can hear in the background, my dogs, but to avoid copyright notice and all that, so I'm putting this recording over just to avoid it. Shouldn't last no more than about 3 minutes or so of the video, and then it should get back, and you'll hear my lovely voice, which at the time was not very good. I was tired, and boy, I was having a hard time reading anything. So not that great, but so far, you really don't miss a whole lot in here. Just me reading through the text, yeah. And it wasn't anything serious. Just training me on the ways of the ninja or shinobi. I'm losing my voice. And the shinobi. As you can see, I got Code Junior there with me running around. But yeah, this will be the last one for a while until I get to, level 40, 45, or when I hit 50 or whatever. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll be working on getting the ninja up, of course. I've been slowly working on that. Managed to gain at least 2 levels before I did all the editing here, so not too bad. But yeah, go through, get a basic story, why he's after this guy. And I gotta apologize. I'm going to be butchering the names and some of the words on here. English was never my best subject, and yeah, so I do apologize. I will be butchering the names. Sometimes I won't even bother to announce the names because I'm going to just end up butchering it horribly. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I mean, you can go ahead and skip about 3.5 minutes of the video if you want, if you don't want to hear me ranting on and on, or hear the dogs in the background. But I do apologize for that, but yeah, I forgot I had something going on in the background. Don't need the copyright notice, but there you have it. About 3.5 minutes of it, and make it about 3 minutes 40. But I will see you gals and ghouls later. maintain presence of mind without a mouth piercing your opponent. I see, Lady Yaguru spoke true. What it means to say is that he's not seen anyone master the fundamentals of Ninjutsu with such swiftness. Is that not so, Ober? I am capable of speaking for myself, but it is true. Enofin has exceeded even my own expectation. His blade slices through the air as a fish glides through water. But that is enough training for the day. Now that it is my turn to be the student, and you be the teacher, I would learn the ways of Erosia. Will you instruct me, yes? I have my gratitude in. First, I would better know the terrain of... Something I'm using? Bow, I see. Who would have thought a simple gesture of courtesy would be so complicated like this, is it? Forgive him, Ober has been quite himself since coming to these shores. It would seem that neither the food nor the climate agreed with him. And let us not forget the stink of those infernal horse birds. All the more reason for us to complete our mission swiftly and return to more hospital entrance. Anyway, how and offend that should suffice for the day. Practice will, well, your ninjutsu will return when you are ready for your next lesson. Would seem you have some practice to do as well. Haha. Yeah, that's fine. Old habits didn't die hard. I guess I speak with you then for the next part of the story. And I will learn Chi. Earth appears quite pleased with your progress. Yonfin, why I did not even hear your footsteps as you approached. You're becoming more and more the shinobi with each day. I've been awaiting your return. Please return. I shall. Just a smidge. Yeah. No help. Wait. I got 2 high potions. That'll do. Alright. Enofin, it is clear from the manner in which you carry yourself that you have been most diligent in your training. Mastered a technique imparted to you. Behold, my arms about, perfect and balanced in form. Now it is time for you next lesson. Watch carefully my hands. With this mandra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth, Chi. In our tongue, etched is formed in your mind, and I shall show you how to employ it in battle. You? Okay, so now I have Chi. So what next? I'll impart a new mantra to his promising pupil. Chi, or Earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. With this, you are ready to begin the next phase of your training. It is through the combination you will find new techniques. The first technique I would impart to you is Ransom Lightning Release. When heaven joins the earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, from the 10, followed by Chi, channel that energy forward and bolts of lightning will surge from the hands to strike your foe. As this is a more formidable technique than the Fuma Shuriken you have wielded thus far, have taken care to reinforce practice dummy, more or less, outside the storehouse. Strike it with, and I shall observe. Once upon a time. So, 10, G, strike. Very well. Now, recall what I said during our first lesson. The techniques at your disposal are created not merely by which you form, but also the order in which you combine them. When earth joins with heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, from the mudra chi, followed by 10, and channel those energies forward, a shearing hell's fire will engulf your foes. But be forewarned, these techniques require considerable extension of your spirit. After performing one, you will observe that some time is required before your mind settles and you are able to wield another. Now demonstrate Katon for me on the practice dummy. Alright, so it's G, 10. Woo! That's quite ability. Splendid. Your grasp of fundamental mudra combinations is firm. But knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning. You must also understand when to employ it. It is our word for a shinobi who has attained full mastery of 2 mudra techniques. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, he is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course, but my maps tell me of a place in Upper Lonasia that should suffice. Full Falls. The name has less than auspicious, but it will have to do. Meet me there and we shall proceed. Let's see. Now, go all the way to Upper. Guess I gotta go across the lake. Crow Jr. When you get old enough to be as big as this guy, even though he's just a pup. 139. Ooh. 136. This should be interesting to say the least. Till today, I knew this place only as letters on a map. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it seemed more beautiful and powerful than I could have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. My people do not worship your deities well. Our gods are all around us, in trees and soil, and the crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls, that you might purge your mind of all worldly thoughts and distractions. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle, but confuse the order of your maneuver, and you can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It is imperative that you keep a single focus mind. What is that? Masters have brought their students to falls like this one, training since my ancestors' times. Who is the more foolish, the fool who falls, or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? Yes. Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied today not by his shallow but a chirping horse bird chick who fancies himself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this little journey. His friends not to greet him with a smile and some crumpets, or whatever it is that Rosians take with their tea. The dim one ponders, how did our hero know to find him here? Yet the answer is plain as day. The dim one is a creature of habit and tradition. Else would he bring his prized pupil? Tradition, our hero spits on entire tradition. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather, ever changing, never predictable, but always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebears, or are the lessons of the past so soon forgotten. Ready yourself, and it appears that your training today will be of more practical sort. But of course, all you had to do was ask nicely. It would be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. The first lesson, little chick. Lightning will strike a single foe, while flames will raise many. Hold them wisely, or don't. It's only your life at stake. Oh, how generous of our hero, putting aside his killings and spyings to play mother hen to the horse bird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you? Dude, you are creepy. Well, Elfin, I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. I was careless and put you in danger. It will not happen again. It appears that he has taken an interest in you. I fear this complicates matters some. Let us return to the docks. There is much I would tell you. Maintenance. We're going to do that maintenance. Well, I could if I went to one of my others, but we shall progress the story. So to return to point 14. This one, I'm gonna have to go and do leveling. I would tell you a story of our past, the story of the traitor and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the same village, I have known Chris since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master. From a young age, it was clear that he possessed an innate talent for our art that few could rival. I spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possessed a mind seemingly devoid of wasteful thoughts, a mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on the fateful day when the Garland shattered Doma's defenses. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy, looking upon my friends as their bodies lay broken and bleeding. I saw a figure flee into the hills. It was Kaiser. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Kaiser as he fled in an attempt to reason with him, but it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us, if indeed he ever had been. Even Master Genki did not survive the slaughter. Bear him some grudge, or was it merely a student's ugly pride? Or Master's fate was the grisliest of all, his body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. Ugh. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Kaiser in battle, I might understand something of what it was that made him do those horrible deeds. Yet each encounter only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however, Kaiser would have killed us back at Full Falls had he seen fit, and yet chose not to. It was as if he were testing us, testing you. Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Kaiser must pay with his life. And yet, as though through knowledge of us and our art has put us and I at grave disadvantage. But you, Elfin, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. But to accomplish this, you must become stronger still. Promise me that you will not let up on your training. I will not. Sweet. Alright, well, that's all for now until I get some leveling done. So until then, I can't talk tonight. Gals and ghouls, I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.